Day Chronicles. Excuse me, I don't have no makeup on, no lashes, but all is well, God is good. I just wanted to come on here and make a praise report and wanted to share to all or to everyone that going to a ABA therapy for your child that is diagnosed with autism is the best choice ever. I started when my child was 2 going on 3. It's been a blessing. It's been something that I can't even explain. When I decided when Sayer was 2 and I didn't know what really was going on with him, and I was like, his words is not right, he's not talking, but for some reason I knew he was super smart because he will read and understand some certain things, but he wouldn't communicate correctly as far as hold a conversation a normal person would. And yes, he was 2, but I still noticed that it was just something. As a parent or as a mother, you have to watch your child and you have to know that something is not right. My child is not hitting these milestones. I'm reading, I'm going to Google. It says my child is supposed to know at least 25 words. He's supposed to be speaking, saying mommy, daddy, answering his name, and all those things. And if you know your child is not doing those things, as a parent, you need to either go to the doctor, start reading to your child daily. That's a must. And basically showing them how to communicate, because they can only get it from you and their siblings. And if they don't have no siblings, then it's only you that will be able to give them that social communication. So back to what my whole point is. I'm sitting up here preaching and teaching at the same time. But ABA therapy is a must, and you must try to get your child into that therapy. I call it school. And it's a little bit costly, and you might have to save up some money or go get some grants, because grants and scholarships is out there. I haven't had time to do it, but it is some resources out there for you. It's just you have to go and apply for them and do it. But correction, he did not go to school at 2 because I didn't find out that he had autism or a grade of autism, because I'm not claiming it. I'm really not sure about that term because I just don't like it. So I just say he's on the spectrum, and he was diagnosed on the spectrum the beginning of 3 or the end of 2. I'm trying to remember. But he was in a daycare, and I really didn't want to take him out because the daycare, he been kicked out of 2 daycares, and I was at the last ends because I didn't understand who gets kicked out of daycare at 2 years old, which is crazy to me. Really crazy. And I was very heartbroken, and I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Because how do my child get kicked out at 2 years old, telling me that he needs to go to a special school? And so when I found this woman, she had a home daycare, and she was able to take my child in, and it was only, I want to say, 3 children at her daycare. So it was a good small setting for him, and he loved it. That was his other mom, and I didn't want to take him away, and she really didn't want me to take him away either. It was a bittersweet type of moment. She knew that he needed to go to this therapy, but she also was like, she felt like she could do it. And I believe after a while, as he grew up and got mature, she would have been able to help him. But he has learned so much from this school. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this school. This school is called, Behavioral Innovations. And this school is off the Beltway. If you live in Houston, Texas, this school is off the Beltway. It may have limited exceptions, because I don't know if they have any slots available. But just go around and try the ABA therapy and find which center best fits your child, because it's different ABA therapies, but you have to go in, take a tour, figure out what is best for your child. And behavior innovation was the best fit for my child. So this school, when you ask, like, I know you probably like thinking like, what is ABA therapy? What is it? Like, what does this consist of? Well, the ABA therapy is there, like, they have like therapists. They're trained therapists that goes with your child, one adult that goes with your child everywhere they go and teaches them things that needs to be done. And they teaches them like trials, and they have like little plans, not little plans, big plans. They have individual plans that's for them that they need to learn, such as like their name, their birthday, where they're born, what city they was born in, all of that, like learning them prepositional things like up, down, under the table, learning them, what's going to be in the school setting, ABCs, writing. If it's potty training, they'll teach them to do that. If it's writing their hand with their hand, it's teaching them to do that. It's very beneficial. Like, I have seen such a big change from Zaire. Like, when I first started, like, he would not even talk to me. I can ask him what he did today. He would not say anything. He would not communicate what's wrong with him, like who did it or what or anything. Those were like concerns for me, because like it is hard when you can't communicate with your child and your child can't tell you what's wrong or what's going on and who did it or what did it and all of that. Like, that is very like concerning, because you want your child to be able to tell you these things, because it's such a bad world. Anybody can be touching on them, anybody can hit them, and they can't even tell you, and that's not good. So that bothered me. But now, today, as of 2025, my baby is talking. He's telling me how his day, what he did. He's telling me how to play the game. Do you want to play with me? He know his age. He know his birthday. He knows this boy is smart. And now people is questioning, do he even have autism? So if you want your child to have any success in this world, I suggest that you take your child to ABA therapy. If it's only for a few hours, if you could, it is beneficial. Like, and when I say success, like, whatever your challenges may be, because each child is different. Some children is not potty trained. Well, if you don't have the time to do it daily and timely, and I know it's work, the ABA therapy will help you. If your child is not communicating correctly, ABA therapy will help you. If your child has a behavior issue or has aggression, ABA therapy will help you. Okay? Because it is adults. It's not children they're learning from. It is adults they are learning from. And the adults are teaching them to how to appropriately act. And you can't go wrong with that, because you put your child in, I know I did. I put my child in special education system in Humble ISD. And when I say he was in a self-contained classroom. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the self-contained classroom, but the self-contained classroom was not a good fit for him, because he was not learning what he needed to learn. It was more so he was just there. He was there, and he was around kids that was more severe than he was. And I'm not saying that it's nothing wrong with him knowing severe off children. But if he's 3 and he's like a sponge, I need him to learn all the normal things that he needs to learn. And how can you learn all the normal stuff if you're around wheelchair bound children that needs to be fed, and kids that's hitting on their teacher, throwing temper tantrums? And I'm not saying that doesn't happen in ABA therapy, but he is surrounded by his own aide, his own person that's talking to him daily. He may see the other autism kids going, or crying, or, stimulated. But he also have so many adults to keep him grounded on what he has, that adult talking to him in his ear and demonstrating and showing him that this is the way you're supposed to do. If you understand, or if you get me. Like, it's a different setting. So when I put him in the school system, when I put him in the school system, I want to put him in a normal setting so he can learn as much normalcy as possible. So that is the plan. So thank you for listening to my video. I hope this helped you, and I hope that this helped you make a decision about ABA therapy, because ABA therapy is what's up. And if you want your child you want to see growth in your child, you want to put them in ABA therapy, not special ed school system, the early child. Is it the early EC? You can put them in the early child intervention, but not at school, like in the school system. The school system, no. Unless they're going to place your child in a regular setting and then give them accommodations, like far as take them out for speech, like that. But if they're in just a self-contained classroom, it's a no for me. I wouldn't do it. I would put my child in ABA therapy, where they can learn learn, and then branch them out to a regular classroom setting, because now my child is ready to go to school and nobody gonna know he got autism, or if he do got autism, he know how to manage it. If you like this, please like it, share, subscribe if you feel like this helps you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will keep you updated with Sayer, and I'll let you know how it goes, because Sayer is going to school. He'll be turning 4 in March. So Sayer is going to school soon. So I will let you know in more videos of Sayer. All right. Have a great day. Bye.